Yo, what's going on, everybody? AkumaNexus to bring you guys here a new type of video I'm gonna try out here. We got a manga review of a new chapter, a new manga period that just came out, and it's called Fire Brigade of Flames. Now, first things first, subscribe if you're new, give the video a thumbs up, leave your feedback down below, and let's begin with this video. So, it's pretty much made by the developers of Soul Eater, but I have more of a Blue Exorcist feel to this actual anime. And I say that because the main character, Rin, he pretty much had blue flames and was possessed. He was the devil's son, whereas this character, Shinra, I'm pretty sure that's his name, Shinra. I actually just finished reading the chapter. His name is Shinra Kusakabe, and he's pretty much a third generation ability user, and he's like the guy off Fantastic Four that can turn to fire. He can fly with his feet and everything like that. Point is though, is he's a badass. His point into this entire manga is that he wants to be a hero and everything. He's got this past where everyone just sees him as a demon kid. He did something messed up, and he always does this smirk where he's nervous. And he only does it that he's nervous, but it looks like an evil grin, like he's got something plotting in his head, you know? Or like there's a scene in the manga where he looked at a girl that fell down and he gave it that smirk, and she thought she was gonna get raped, so she hella ran away. And then there was also a scene as well where, when he was a child and he did something, they never really said what, maybe he burned something down, his grandma was just yelling at him, and he had this smirk, and she's like, he doesn't even know what he's done, he's just had that grin on his face. And then when he goes home, he's got a demon beside him like a shadow. So maybe he's got a demon inside of him. Who really knows? It's the third generation. The third generation, they claim to be the most mysterious generation from the ability users. Whereas the second generations, we understand it. First generations, they're apparently the victims. Where the largest cause of death inside of this world, the year of 198, is the human phenomenon combustion, where pretty much just you randomly light on fire and you randomly die. It's not that you die, you're possessed by this fire, and then you're burning, you're in agony and pain, and you're possessed, and you're in this rage, and you're just attacking everything and everyone, and you can put everything and anything on fire. And that's where the brigade comes from, the Fire Brigade, where they prevent this. They got a sister, what's her name? Her name is Iris. She prevents this. She's praying to them and hopes that their souls are at rest. The second generation guys, which is Takahisa, Hinawa, the glasses, dorky, smart, intelligent guy who's also kind of like sassy and badass in a way. You know, generic anime stuff. The generic sassy, spurky, spunky, I can do it all, I'm strong too. Second generation ability user Maki Oze, which is personally my favorite right now because they kind of bonded. Her and Shinra, they kind of bonded. They really did. She's like, oh, it's destiny that we're together, you know? I'm just like, and she looked up at him like, oh, like there's a scene where she's looking up at him and I'm just like, bruh. But pretty much the whole point of this brigade is to prevent that from happening. They stop anybody who just randomly lights on fire. You know, they take them out. They're pretty much they're the fire squad, dude. They're the fire brigade, you know? They're firefighters of the anime world. And I like it so far. I think it's better than Soul Eater. I don't want to say that quite yet, but I'm liking it better than I did when I watched the first episode of Soul Eater and I read the first chapter of Soul Eater. I'm just liking it more, I really do, because it's so mysterious. You know, we don't know why people are just randomly lighting on fire. That's the most feared cause of death, and it's considered a fatal disaster, but they don't really know why this happens. And as the manga progresses, we're probably gonna find out. Do I see this happening, becoming into an anime though? Kinda yes and kinda no. It's too early to know about that yet, but since it's made with the developers of Soul Eater, I could see them instantly pushing it to a manga. Soul Eater had that history. I could see the Fire Brigade of Flames doing the exact same thing, you know? Not to mention the main character, he's kind of mysterious as well, you know? Some boy who just wants to be on this Fire Brigade squad, you know, he was already supposed to be on here, and that's his job, and he's got some backstory, you know? We don't know much about him, why he can use his ability, how the third generation even started, how his ability works. We only know that he can fly and he can combust, he can turn to fire and be fine. And I think what they said, I don't know if it's completely confirmed, but the third generation is impossible for them to randomly light up on fire and become a human phenomenon. Because if you end up living that, you end up being the second generation where you can, you know, control the flames, you know, to your advantage. That's the second generation. Third generation, they never really said. Maybe they're demons. Maybe the third generations have demons inside of them. Who really knows? But I'm definitely hooked on this manga. I was reading it and I just wanted more, and it just kept going by so fast. It really did. We got the, he's got a non-ability user, 8th Special Fire Brigade Battalion Commander, non-ability user, Akitaru Obi. He's like their leader and boss and stuff like that, you know, and he's pretty much going to be leading them. I could see him, though, randomly combusting onto fire. He's got no ability, so maybe he could combust into fire and then control it, but I could see him combusting into fire and then dying, and then having to take him out, being like, I am your leader, I trained you to do all of this, take me out. Kind of like an Asuma thing with Team Ino Shikacho, you know? I could see that happening. I could, and this could mature everybody. I could definitely see that happening. Also, I low-key ship Shinra and Maki. I know everybody does, and then there's gonna be the females that are into gay stuff. They're gonna ship Takahisa and Shinra, which I'm just like, please don't do that, but they will do that anyway. But that is gonna be it. So if you enjoyed this little review, give the video a thumbs up. Let me know what you thought about it down in the comments down below. Subscribe if you're new, and really, let me know what you think of this manga, because I wanna know if I should do more reviews about it, but so far, I'm loving it. It's great. It's great. All right. And that's it. I am going to be hopping out of here now. Goodbye.